clap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go, birds fly, Eagles fly.
Why, Eagles, why can't we get victory?
To be honest with you,
Why, Eagles, why did you
I'm fucking
lose all
ashamed to even want to fucking be a part
There
of
we
this
go.
motherfucking football team.
Try. You made a grown man cry.
This team is fucking garbage.
Why?
Trash, pathetic ass motherfucking excuse for a fucking football team.
LOSERS, losers. Why, Eagles?
Good luck for everybody who want to watch the shit performance. I'm not going to give my blood pressure away. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to take a walk outside. Fuck the game.
TTC, YouTube, Niner Empire, what is up? It is your boy Billy Badass. I am in the building once again, and you already know what time it is, faithful. It is time to dish the dirt and bring the heat. And this week, you got my San Francisco 49ers traveling all the way to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, to play them sorry-ass Eagles. Now, faithful, I had to sign off of fucking social media. I had to stop watching YouTube today because ever since the Eagles beat the Falcons last week, that's all you see these Eagle fans hanging their hat on. I mean, these dudes are coming from the worst division in NFL history, probably. These dudes had losing records across the board, and these guys are over here talking out the sides of their neck after a victory against the Atlanta Falcons, who had no Julio Jones, no Sanu, because he's a San Francisco. I mean, all they got in Atlanta basically is Matt Ryan. Atlanta's going to be picking at the top of the draft next year. Let's not get it twisted, Eagles fans. What you did in Atlanta was nothing special. And in that game, Hurts had a slow start. Your whole team did. And yeah, you guys ended up beating them, taking care of business in Atlanta. But then you turn around and talk shit on the Niners, saying that, oh, we're going to whoop their ass. They ain't nothing. They beat the Detroit Lions, one of the worst teams in the NFL. What do you think the Falcons are? How hypocritical is it for you to judge the Niners after beating the Lions on the road in their home, who actually the Lions have a better O-line and D-line than Atlanta Falcons, by the way. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the damn Lions have a better record than the Falcons when it's all said and done this year. And them's facts. Them's facts. But don't get it twisted. 49er fan, we are not hanging our hat on beating the Detroit Lions. Let's not try to change the narrative here. The 49ers won that game by halftime last week. Jimmy and company put up more than 30 points in the first fucking half. But yet you guys sit here chirping about the Niners won't score more than 17 points this game? How? I mean, tell me how. You got Lord Brunson over there and his cheap at $5.99 Big Lots hats. Hurt season. Yeah, it is going to be hurt season, Lord Brunson. It's going to be hurt season because Hurts, when he gets outside the pocket, is going to get laid the fuck out and carted off in a goddamn stretcher when it's all said and done. So it will be hurt season for y'all bitches. And then you got Eagles Champ 1. Little dude over there with his worst Urcho fucking impression. Hey, Eagles Champ, they should call you Real Eagles Shit 412 for all the bullshit that came out of your mouth today, man. He's sitting there chirping away how Jimmy sucks, Trey Lance sucks, Shanahan sucks, our defense sucks, our offense sucks, our receiver sucks. I mean, this dude is just going down the line and apparently everything sucks. Hey, little kid, hey, little boy, let me tell you something. You forget about 2019 when this roster was healthy? How we ran through the NFC, no problem, playoffs, NFC championship. I mean, we ran through the whole goddamn conference like a knife through a stick of warm butter. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. And now this roster is better than that roster. 2020, you beat us. We were injured. We were covered in injuries, head to toe, the most injuries in the NFL. And we still held the top 5 defense of the league, even with all those injuries. But yet you're going to come over here and shit on this healthy defense? I mean, minus Verrett. But I mean, Verrett went down. He has a torn ACL. The Niners have signed Josh Norman. That's right. Josh Norman's in the building. He didn't suit up last week. He just got into town, just got to 49ers headquarters. So I expect him to suit up this week. Mosley, a starting CB on her team. He didn't play last week. I expect him to suit up this week. You know what I mean? Then you got the rookie Lenore, who's been showing up and showing out and balling. You know what I mean? Then you got Dre Kirkpatrick, who we just signed, who is a 10-year veteran, a more than capable starter who played in Cincinnati and Arizona Cardinals. I mean, he'll be suited up and ready to go. I mean, this injury for Verrett sucks, but I don't think the 49ers defense skips a beat that he's gone. It's unfortunate, but I think we got guys in the building that are more than capable of taking over that position and filling in for him for the rest of the year. Now, as far as our safeties, you know you got Ward. You know you got Tart back there. Those guys have been around. They have great chemistry. Those guys are fucking ball hawks, and they're headhunters, man. And you know about our linebackers. I mean, is this a Willis and Bowman 2.0? When we're sitting here with Fred Warner and Greenlaw, because Fred Warner is one of the top linebackers in the entire league, yet Greenlaw is up and coming. I mean, this dude had a better game than Warner last week. I mean, this defense is stacked. It's stacked, and then you get to the D-line. The D-line is ridiculous. Bosa is healthy, y'all. You keep forgetting this guy had mad pressures and a sack last week. D Ford's finally back from injury. He had limited snaps, but he had a bunch of pressures. He also had a sack last week. Then you have Armstead. That dude had 9 pressures last week. And then Kinlaw, the second-year guy, Kinlaw, who stepped up last year and got a lot of experience. The dude's a baller. He didn't even play last week. We expect him to suit up this week and stop that run to clog that middle. You know what I mean? This game's going to be won in the trenches. D-line, O-line, both teams have a good D-line and a good O-line. I feel like the 49ers are better, especially on that O-line, man. I mean, you get to the offensive side of the ball and you look at this offensive line with Trent Williams. I mean, how many offensive linemen do you see making plays downfield? This dude does it every game, man. So you got Williams, you got Thomason, you got the Pro Bowl center, Mack. You got Brunskill, and then you got McGlinchey, and then you throw in Kittle on that line for blocking duties as well. I mean, this line is stacked, and I expect nothing less but for the 49ers to give you a heavy dose of running the ball. We are going to force feed you this pigskin on Sunday and run this ball down your throat, control the clock, and limit the reps that Jalen Hurts has in this fucking game. I guarantee you, this is the strategy on offense. Run the ball, control the clock, limit his snaps. We'll get out of there with a dub. Now you're talking about another injury. Mostert, he decided to do season-ending surgery to take care of his knee, so he's gone. But all of a sudden now we don't have a running back. We don't have a run game. Our backfield is so full of talented guys in that room. I mean, Mostert went out. We had the rookie Mitchell come in. He had over 100 yards rushing last week. He had a touchdown. We got Hasty, his second year. He's a vicious downhill runner. And then you got the national champion himself, Sermon, out of Ohio State, who we drafted as well, who didn't really play last week, but I expect him to get some reps this week. Trust me. And then you got the Pro Bowl fullback and Juszczyk, Juice. You know what I mean? This backfield is more than fine. And in the Shanahan system, and with that O-line opening up holes, oh, trust me, most running backs can find success behind this 49ers O-line and blocking scheme. Now, as far as receivers go, you already know what's going to happen. Deebo Samuel, one of the strongest receivers in the league, Yak Monster. Then you got a Ayuk who barely played. I think, what did he have, like 15 snaps last game? But he's been kind of on and off with a little nagging injury. So I think Shanahan was being precautious with that. I think we get a heavier dose of Ayuk, and we all know Ayuk has that superstar capability. He can make those spectacular catches at any given time. So I expect him to come in and make plays. Then you got Sherfield, who took the number 2 spot last week away from Ayuk. This dude's from Arizona. He even got co-signed by Larry Fitz. I mean, he knows. He even said we all knew this dude's a stud, and they can't wait to see what he does in San Francisco. The dude's a baller. Had a touchdown last week, by the way. You know what I mean? And then you got Kittle. George Kittle. There's a lot of guys that are decent in the league. There's a lot of people claiming they have the best tight end. But let's be honest with ourselves. Football fans, even if you're not a Niner fan, George Kittle is by far the best tight end in football. Not only is he a pass catcher, but he can run it, and he is a hell of a blocker. I've seen him make multiple blocks on one play last week against the Lions. The dude is a utility knife. He brings energy like no other and is contagious in his locker room. Kittle, the best tight end in the game, will be looking to fucking eat. He's hungry. He's a monster, and I think he has a beast of a game against your sorry-ass team in Philadelphia. But like I said, Eagles fans, this game will be won in the trenches. D-lines, O-lines, whoever's units show up and show out the best are going to get this dub on Sunday. And with the veterans we have and the speed and the intelligence and the scheme, oh, trust me, I think the 49ers are going to go in there and win this game 31-21. 31-21, 49ers get the dub in Philadelphia and head home for our home opener against the Green Bay Packers. I'm telling you, when it comes to this staff and the talent and the depth on this roster, I don't think there's another team when we're healthy that can see the San Francisco 49ers. They made some early mistakes in the first game and still got the blowout win. I expect the Niners to get only better each week. Each week, this Niner team is going to gel again, and they're just going to get better, and they're going to be running like a well-oiled machine. You guys are catching us after the first game. We're going to make some tweaks. We're going to adjust, man. And Jalen Hurts ain't going to show us nothing we ain't already seen from mobile quarterbacks, and we play twice a year like Kyle Murray and Russell Wilson, who both play that game a lot better than Jalen Hurts. Stop it. You Eagle fans sitting there saying Jalen Hurts is Russell Wilson 2.0, stop it. We play Russell Wilson twice a year and Kyle Murray. We know how to handle mobile quarterbacks, and you will be no different. This D-line's going to get after it, and this run game is going to play some smash mouth football. It's going to be a very physical game, and I expect my 49ers to come out on top 31-21 in Philadelphia. Niner faithful, stand the fuck up. Tell these Eagle fans to zip they trap. Winning against the Falcons ain't shit. And get ready for this game on Sunday, because we're going to go to their city and punch them in the motherfucking mouth and put them back in their place where they belong, at the bottom of the NFC East barrel. I'm your boy Billy Badass, and until my victory lap, Niner faithful, deuce!